Live from Dubai. Today we're on Al Mamzar Park, which has recently been redeveloped, and we're gonna go for a walk. And as I'm here, I'm gonna be walking and talking.
Al Mamzar is like Dubai's little pocket of laid-back charm.
There is a plot available for sale. If we were to buy a plot of 15,000 square feet, so we'll do something like an establishing shot and talk about where exactly we are at the moment. So this is the one and only Al Mamzar, one of the best areas in Dubai because of how central it is. So you'll see this is Dubai International Airport, and this is then the Dira area, which is the old Dubai. And then this is where you have the residential area, somewhat similar to Jumeirah and Sakim. And there's also a beautiful Al Mamzar Beach Park. Al Mamzar Beach Park is also opened again? Yeah? Which? Right, so the beach park was always an attraction, and mainly because it was for families. On some days, it was strictly for families. And now there's a lot of work that has happened, and as you would see, you can see the UAE flags and the Dubai municipality flags, right? And what I'll do in the meantime is ask ChatGPT to tell us a little bit about the history of the location. Tell us a little bit about Al Mamzar and Al Mamzar Beach's recent development and what the area is like.
Al Mamzar is like Dubai's little pocket of laid-back charm, where the city takes a deep breath.
The area has this coastal rhythm thanks to Al Mamzar Beach Park. One part palm-lined picnic haven, one part golden sand and turquoise waves. Recently it's been given a sprinkle of modern pixie dust. Think refreshed picnic zones, sleek running tracks and more family-friendly facilities. The vibe is mellow, like a seaside village that just happens to be in a mega city. It's not trying to be the flashiest beach, it's more of a cozy nook where families BBQ while the skyline glimmers in the background.
The one and only Hamid Shams, who started all of this, the first man who challenged me to a walk and talk. And believe it or not, I did dig into this whole thing. I knew about the street walks, but I never considered walk and talk to be such a thing. And then I decided, with a little bit of commentary, and the street walk is very soothing actually. Wow. I don't know if the camera could catch some fish, a small fish there, but it does remind me of the Al Sufuh Sacred Beach, which recently has been closed. Now check this out. There's a bit of a skyline on this side, not very high rise, heavy, because on this side is all residential villas.
Thank you for giving me suggestion together. Click.
But that is the idea. So you keep it natural and see what is up. So we'll look at exploring some options for sale in Al Mamzar. And as you can see, there is a plot available for sale. 15,000 square feet for 12 million, with a built-up area up to 21,000 square feet. It's not a bad price. These photos may not be of the exact. I think these are just neighborhood photos to give people an idea of what the neighborhood is like. Then you have another one for 17 million, 15,200. Now it makes a huge difference if it's a waterfront or if it's not. And this one is waterfront, which is why it's 17 million, over 1,000 per square foot. Then you can see the huge difference in price between the freehold and the leasehold, which is still freehold for GCC nationals. And then where you see the higher prices, you could tell that these are the freehold plots. Yeah. So you can see the prices are hovering somewhere around 1,000, some a little bit below and some above. And then there's another big house selling for 35 million. This is a built house. And not too many photos. Oh yes, here are some photos. And you can see it's a freehold villa in Al Mamzar. It is a beautiful location. Check this out.
Ha?
Sir.
Yung pagkain, dalhin mo na. Makakain ka. Oo. Tayo mo ako dyan. Talagang daan na.
So you can see there's washrooms here.
sopa talaga yun. Kaya roti. Style ko open jam one thing or go. Liman.
ये मेरा अभी रखा हुआ है आपके थे ना सारे बिल बिल नहीं है कि मैं
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ ಪಾಪ यही ना दवा से होता है हम चलो बोगर नहीं राइट connect with the without you.
Okay, we'll keep the conversation going. Conversation with Mr. Chat. So here it is. Let me have this running as well, so we can record the screen and then show it on the video. So there were a few developments that were sold around the same time. So you had the Al Mamzar plots sold by Miraz, then you also had Nazal Shiba Gardens first phase of plots, and then you also had Al Khawanij plots. Can you tell us about those?
Dubai had a trifecta. Al Khawanij plots also joined the Grand Land Parade around that time, offering a more suburban, community-focused canvas. Picture spacious plots, often aimed at larger family homes, nestled in a quieter zone of Dubai. They weren't as beach-kissed as Al Mamzar, but they appealed to those wanting a bit of countryside in the city. Price per square foot was a bit more grounded. Think AED 700 to 900 per square foot, making it a fertile ground for family estates and peaceful vibes.
And how do these prices compare to areas in, let's say, New York?
Well, if we teleport over to New York, it's like comparing falcons to pigeons. Manhattan real estate often soars into the stratosphere. Prime spots can hit thousands of dollars per square foot, easily double or triple Dubai's plot prices. Al Mamzar and Al Khawanij feel like a breezy bargain in comparison. So while you'd need a treasure chest for a Manhattan plot, Dubai's offering is more like a luxury oasis, still premium, but comparatively grounded.
And how about London or Singapore? Think exactly the same locations. So one as a suburban area and another as something that's close to the beach.
In London, even a suburban zone, think somewhere like Richmond, will often see per square foot prices lounging comfortably above Dubai's. Prime coastal adjacent London, say Chelsea, can climb to dizzying heights, often exceeding AED 5,000 per square foot. Singapore is a polished gem too. Suburban areas like Bukit Timah are pricey, and beachfront style districts like Sentosa Cove can easily outshine Al Mamzar's price point. Both cities have their own wow factor. Dubai is competitive, but those global giants are often in a league of their own.
So if we were to buy a plot of 15,000 square feet where the built-up area is 20,000, what would be the cost of development if it is between 550 and 700 per square foot, and include the land price as well?
Alright, put on the developer's hat. If your land is 15,000 square feet and the plot price is, say, AED 1,100 per square foot, just to pick a realistic number, that's AED 16.5 million just for the land. Now your built-up area is 20,000 square feet. At AED 550 per square foot, that's about AED 11 million for construction. At AED 700 per square foot, it's about AED 14 million. So all in, you'd be looking roughly at AED 27.5 million on the lower end, or around AED 30.5 million on the higher end. It's a lot of bricks and dirhams.
That seems to be about right. Now, can you compare these sizes to some of the other freehold plots, possibly Dubai Islands villas, bay villas?
The Dubai Islands Bay villas play in the arena of grandeur. Plot sizes there often range from around 8,000 to 16,000 square feet, which puts your 15,000 square foot plot right in their neighborhood. Their built-up areas, though, often focus more on sprawling luxury, but still within that 15 to 20,000 square foot built-up band. In short, your example plot is a kindred spirit to those bay villas. Big enough to host the villa of your dreams, but without straying into palatial mega mansion territory. The price tags for those island spots, though, often surf a bit higher due to their seaside prestige.
Can you give us an idea or a range of comparable villas and the ticket prices for the higher end villas to compare it to Al Mamzar, which is still a beachfront location?
When we talk high-end beachfront piers, let's imagine a spectrum. On Dubai Islands or even the Palm Jumeirah, villas can easily stretch into AED 40 to 100 million territory, especially if they're sprawling across 20,000 plus square feet with a private beach. Now, Al Mamzar, being more understated, will likely top out much lower, let's say AED 15 to 30 million for luxury beachfront villas. So while Al Mamzar gives you the beach vibe, it's more a calm lagoon compared to the mega yacht neighborhoods.
Correct. Now, that's ChatGPT to you, just not getting the numbers right, because in reality, something that is this unique in a very good location can easily get up to 50, 60, or even 70 million, because it's not about what the market price is within the area, it's about the availability in that area. when it comes to higher and more premium properties. So if there is someone out there with a budget, a good budget, and he wants to find something that is not found anywhere else, and he's looking for a specific style and a higher end villa built by someone who understands luxury, and say there are 2 or 3 options available only, which would normally be the case when you go for high-end premium villas, that's when the prices can go up. The prices can go up 50, 60, even 70%, in some cases over 100% more than the average villas, because then it is not about what the market price is, it's all about what's available in that market at the time. It is very beautiful indeed. Badmans. It's good, yeah? سوپرمان خده هیچی 4 کیلومتر داده تقریبا. And let's look at the rental rates. The rental rates for villas in this area. So we're gonna go and look at how much the villas are renting for. Right, so there's only one house available for rent, 340,000. It's 9,500 square feet. Right, so there's not a lot available, and this is most probably, by the looks of it, in the leasehold area, not the freehold area. Let's look at some of the apartments in the area, because you also have some apartment buildings nearby, and surprisingly low. So you have Al Zaroni building, 2-bedroom, 1,087 square feet for 76,000. That is a very good rate for Dubai. There's another one, almost 1,300 square feet for 80,000. Indeed, a decent price compared to what is considered the central Dubai, which would be the areas around downtown and all the way down to Maidan. These are very good rates. But the biggest issue now in this area is the location. You are a little bit far out, right? Because in the mornings, if you're headed towards the central Dubai, you will be stuck in traffic. So a 2-bedroom that's 1,200 square feet would be over 100 and 120, even in areas like Meydan. And downtown could reach up to 200, even 300, depending on the building. Look at how beautiful this is. So the good thing about Dubai is that you have options here. Sometimes you have to sacrifice on the location a little bit, but overall everywhere is safe. Almost everywhere is clean. The only thing that would make a big difference is how far it is from the center. So that's what's nice about Dubai and the UAE in general. If you go down to Sharjah, it's even cheaper. You can get a beachfront property, you know, that would be 95, 100,000. A nice 2-bedroom sea-facing apartment. In Dubai, something like that would cost you over 200,000. So you're paying almost double. And of course that comes with some sacrifices, not just the location but also the finishes. People in Dubai pay big bucks, but their expectations are also higher. But that's a big jump, right? So 90 to 100,000 and then over 200,000, that's a big difference, right? So for someone who's got a family and needs the space, they would sacrifice the location, because you wouldn't mind being stuck in traffic for an hour extra every day just so you can give your family a bigger space. So
3 hours maybe. Okay.
3 hours in Ajman. You can also be strategic with your choosing of the options, right? You can choose areas, or you can be strategic with choosing your work timings. I'm sure it's not flexible everywhere, but if it's a private company and your job does not need you to be there early in the morning, you could potentially ask for your hours to be changed from, let's say, 9 to 6 to 12 to 8 approximately, or 12 to 7. That will mean you are skipping all the traffic. What takes you an hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning would take you 30 minutes, you know, just 2-3 hours later. Because Dubai and UAE in general, Sharjah, Ajman and Dubai, they're all connected and they're not far from each other. And the highways are amazing, the road network is amazing. So if you can change the timing, request for the timings to be changed, that could work in your favor. Or for people who are working from home anyway, right? You could be living in Sharjah or Ajman or even Ras Al Khaimah beachfront property, pay half or even less than half of what you would be paying in Dubai, and still access the same sort of facilities, right? Most probably cheaper schools. The standards, I believe, would be maintained, because usually, you know, you pay higher fees and you pay more for things because the rents are higher in Dubai or in parts of Abu Dhabi or anywhere in the world, really. Wherever the rents are higher, naturally that would affect the price of the end product, right, or service. So I think you can be strategic when choosing where to stay and where to work. I think we've almost completed the loop. So we were on the other side when we first started. I'm not sure if you can see in the camera the bridge. The new bridge that we started from is over there. So we're halfway done with the loop, and we'll most probably do another loop. It is done very beautifully indeed. So you have these open beaches, you have all the facilities ready here, you have nice views, and then you have these workout areas. What's beautiful is that it's 7 o'clock and a good number of people are out, you know, to experience the morning sun. A lot of people jogging and cycling and walking around here. It's a beautiful scene. I appreciate and respect people who wake up early. And on days I don't do it, I do not like myself for it. There's also some food trucks. Of course, they are not open today, but it will be nice to come check these out later in the evening. See people cycling around. And others are walking on the beach, and some are walking and jogging on this track. And some swimming over there. And then you have this beautiful park for kids. This is amazing for families. It's a destination for all. It is getting a little bit hot now, or maybe because I'm walking fast. Another playground for the kids. The families are having a good time, and so are the kids. MashaAllah, there's even trampolines there. MashaAllah. Let's send this to the family. Here are these beautiful trampolines, look. It's a big park. MashaAllah. Beautiful. Yo, wow. You also have paddle courts here. I wonder if these are open, but man, these are worth visiting for sure. Wow, mashallah. I'm impressed. There are some high-rise towers coming up here, and I think we'll see more of them. If there's one, that means this area would have a permit to build to build high-rise. Look at this beautiful walk. the trees and the flowers. And I'm talking about this flower and that one too, big flower. Inshallah. And then you also have these seating areas. See over there, and you have many of them on this side. Amazing for families. Lucky is the one who gets up early to enjoy this weather while it's still not very crowded. Beautiful. It's a beautiful breeze, morning breeze. And then you also have these open volleyball courts. And mashallah, this is amazing. Wow. Inshallah, wa mubarak.
But we don't have a ball even.
And finally, we have completed the loop. And then I'm not sure you can see it there in the distance. You have Burj Khalifa. I'm not sure you can capture it with this camera, but I'll do it with this one. Right there. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So you have